I got some bangers for you today that you will be a fool not to have on your watch list. I would be a fool. Anybody would be a fool not to have on their watch list. And if your portfolio isn't diversified, make sure you diversify. And if you can't handle the heat of these hot stocks, then stay out of the kitchen. Shout out to all of y'all, because if you like financial channels that get straight to the point and don't spend the first 5 minutes talking about something unrelated to why you clicked on a video, then subscribe to the channel. Let's get right into it. First one on the list is Tattoo Chef, ticker symbol TTCF, and they're a plant-based company in a space similar to Beyond Meat, similar to like Impossible Meat and Impossible Burgers and all of that. And we know vegans and vegetarians and all of these Atarians, they just coming out of nowhere. They're coming out of here, there, over here, right? And this space is growing. The EV space is growing, the green energy space is growing, and this plant-based meat stuff is growing too. So this is why that's important. Currently, they are $22 a share. They're up 9% on the day. They're up 18% on the week, and they're up 122% on the year. And we know how popular this stuff is starting to get. This is such a growing sector, right? Now, stock analysts, they updated their price target on this one again because it's gaining popularity, not only with people, but also just Wall Street analysts and not just normal people. So they said this. One of them said it's a buy. Currently, there's only two, so this one is still emerging. There's two analysts. One said it's a buy, one said it's a hold, zero say it's a sell. The price targets that they have is $26. The next one, that's the high price target. The low is $18 a share, and then the median is $22 a share. But we already know with stocks like this that the Wall Street analysts aren't up on yet, because currently there's only two who analyzed it. There's gonna be more and more price targets, and then they're just gonna go up and up and up. And you know, as soon as we hear about it, I'm gonna jump on that, right? So let's get right into it. What is our strike prices? And by strike price, I mean price that if we see it, we're gonna buy it. If we see it, we're gonna buy it. This is not financial advice. Do your own research. If I see it, I tell you how I handle it. I like to teach you what I'm doing so then you can replicate it even without me. So then you know how to handle the stock market and be prepared rather than surprised. So let's do it. If I had $300, this is the example I always use. I like to use it because it's easy to break down. It's easy to scale up. If I had $300, and you can buy fractional shares with some brokers, but if I had $300, these are the three marks that I would spend it on. I put 100 on three marks. The first strike price, AKA my buy price, would be, I would do it on $20, the low $20 range. If I saw this at low 20, boom, my first 100 is on it. If I seen it at 1990, boom, my second 100 is on it. And if I seen it at 1817, boom, my third 100 is on it. Now you may never in your life, not one time, you may never see this hit $18 or $17 again. The third strike price, you may never see it, but you want to be prepared. You do not want to be surprised. I always tell you this. I do not want you to be surprised. There's a saying, and it's like this. It's called the 5 P's, and it's proper preparation prevents poor performance. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. You will not perform poorly if you are prepared. And that's how I want you to be prepared. How do you be prepared when the market is down? You got to have cash. You have to be diversified. Now, what is our exit price for this one? I'm saying about $25 if you are trying to get out of this. However, this could be a really strong long-term play. Do your own research. Next one on the list. ADMA Biologics. Now they're a biopharmaceutical company. They were founded in 2006, and they develop plasma-derived products for immunocompromised patients. You know how in need immunocompromised patients have been over this whole year, right? They've been like the topic of discussion. And this company was $8 in 2018, but then they dropped like a rock, right? And they're currently $2.08. They're down 3% on the day, they're down 2% on the week, and they're down 50% on the year. However, we cannot sleep on this because a lot of the time there are buying opportunities. And the stock analysts, they are saying that this one is a buying opportunity. So we got 5 stock analysts. 5 of them say you should buy it. 0 of them say you should hold it, and 0 of them say you should sell it. Our price targets, or actually their price targets that they set for this, they got it at 11 at the high. That's the highest one they think it's gonna go, to 11. They got it on the low end of $4, and they got a median of $7 a share in under a year. But again, I would only buy this one on the dips. I want you to remember, I'm telling you these strike prices or these buy prices that I would buy it on because I would only buy it on a dip. I would not buy this at the current price. This is why I tell you the prices that I'm looking for. This is why I win so much on the stock market, and how the rest of us who are winning with me, this is how we win, because we have patience and we exercise patience and wait, and we don't just buy as soon as we hear it. We wait for the support lines to happen. Boom, we buy the dip, and then we ride the wave all the way back up. This is how you win. So again, you got your $300, right? You're gonna put 100, 100, 100. Not financial advice, but this is what I would do. 100, 100, 100. I'm buying fractional shares if I had a broker that could do that, or if not, I won't. I might buy a whole share. But first strike price, $199. I see it at $199. Bow. I'm on that. I'm on it. If I seen it at $189, I'm on it again. Another 100. If I seen it at $150, I'm putting that on there. I may never see this one at 150, but remember the 5 P's. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. I want to be prepared for this dip, for a crazy dip, and have cash. Because during a dip, he who has cash is king, and she who has cash is queen. So, when am I getting out of this one? I'm getting out of this one at $4 or $5. I'm not staying in this one. If I see it low, I'm buying low, and then once I get to 4 and double my money, I'm gone. But depending on your price or your risk tolerance, right? Depending on your risk tolerance, you might stay till 5, but I'm getting out at 4. Okay, next one on the list, Media Alpha, ticker symbol MAX. They're a digital advertising company, and they serve in the insurance industry. And they went public in October, so this is our chance to get in on this one on the ground if you up for it. Now, this one might be a long-term hold. This looks like a very, very solid company in a very, very stable and solid just industry. Now, they grew 44% from last year to this year, and they grew their revenue 73% from last year. And this company is important because their customer base are other insurance companies in the insurance sector like that. And insurance companies, I said this in my last video on them, right? They are willing to pay $54 just to get one person to click on one ad. One person to click on one ad. And that's what Media Alpha does. They're in a space to capitalize on that demand. Okay, currently they're $40 a share. They're up 9% on the day. They're up 18% on the week, and they're up 76% on the year. And 6 stock analysts rated this one. 3 of them say you should buy. 3 of them say you should hold, and nobody thinks you should sell. Currently, their high price target for this is 54. Their low is 38, and their median is $44. Where's my exit price on this? Or where's my strike price first, and then we'll get to the exit. My strike price or my buy price, right? I'm gonna buy in on this one. If I seen it at 36, first 100 on that, I'm in. If I seen it drop even more, because we dollar cost average down, I like to tell you how to do it instead of just telling you what to do. I like to tell you how, because I want you totally informed. My next one is 34. If I seen it at 34, bam, I'm on it. And if I seen it at 29, and remember, we may not never see it at 29, but we want to be ready for that. If I see it at 29, boom, I'm on it. I'm on it. Another 100, my last 100. Where's my exit price for this? My exit price, if I see it at 44, I'm out. But depending on your risk tolerance, you might not get out then. You might get out at 49. But I would not hold it any longer than that at all. But again, this one could be a long-term hold. This one could be a long-term hold. This one is a very, very solid company in a solid space. Do your own research on that. We got a bonus. We got a bonus. If anybody is not keeping their eye on this one next week, you lost your mind. You are totally out of this world. Your brain is not in your head. Let's get it. Tesla, the king, the juggernaut, the beast, the monster. Tesla, the EV king, the current champion. They are getting added to the Fortune 500, S&P 500 on Monday, man. Shout out to them. And now, you cannot count on stock analysts to assess Tesla, because so many stock analysts have become haters and become biased towards Tesla because they have been shorting Tesla for the last decade. Tesla went public in like 2010, and they just been shorting Tesla, shorting it. What do I mean by that for my new people? They've been betting that Tesla was going to lose value since it came out. And these people have lost millions, if not billions of dollars betting against Tesla. So what do they become? They become Wall Street haters. So let's look at what the analysts are saying. Currently, Tesla is $677 a share. They're up 5% on a day. They're up 9% on a week. And they're up 750% on a year. 25 stock analysts rated this one. And 7 of them say you should buy it. 11 of them say you should hold it. And 7 of them say you should sell it. 7 of them say you should sell it. Remember, you cannot totally count on a stock analyst or a big institution when it comes to Tesla, because historically they have been hating, and I know that they are hurting right now that Tesla's going to the S&P 500. I know they're hurting. So, what they got for the price targets? They got $750 for the highest price target. They got $60 at a low. You think Tesla's going to $60? And I'm supposed to believe you're not a hater? You are misinformed. I don't even know how you have a job and you think Tesla's going to $60 in under a year. How do you have a job and you making these kind of price targets? And they saying that Tesla is going to be 410 on the median. Now I want you to understand the median. The median is only so low because the lowest price target, that 60, is drawing the average all the way down. It's kind of like this. If you lived in your house alone, and then you say, okay, what is your average income? What is your average net worth? Let's say you have no money. Your average net worth would be 0. So the average net worth in your house, because you're broke, right? Hypothetically, would be 0. But what if Bill Gates moved in and Bill Gates has $100 billion, let's say. So now you have you at 0 and you have Bill Gates at 100 billion. We got to divide the total, 100 billion, by 2. So now the median wealth or the median amount of money people have in your house is 50 billion. Do you have 50 billion? No. So that's not true. Does Bill Gates have 50 billion? No, he has way more than that, double. So then that's not true. So the low numbers, like a 0, if you add it to Bill Gates' number, it drops him in half. It drops his number in half. So this $60 price target is pulling the median down the same way that your $0 in wealth would pull Bill Gates' net worth all the way down if he had to divide it between the two of you. All right, so let's get to it. Currently, I would buy Tesla if I saw it at 650. Boom, I'm on it. You do what you want, I'm on it. 650. If I saw this at 600, boom, that's my next strike price. I'm totally on it. If I seen it at 550, you may never again in your entire life see Tesla touch the 550 mark. But if I saw it, bam, I'm putting my next 100 on it. Fractional shares is what I'm talking about. However, you do not have to buy fractional shares. You can buy a whole share. Scale this up to what makes sense with your income level and your amount that you can invest. So now, when am I exiting Tesla? Never. I would never exit Tesla. I would literally hold on to my shares 30 years, 40 years. Maybe when I'm an old man, gray hair, just old wrinkly face, then I would get out of Tesla. But until then, I'm holding on. I'm holding on. Because Tesla is on track to be $1 trillion company in 3 to 5 years. And it wouldn't surprise me if it happened even sooner than that. Let's keep it going. We got a comment today. And my guy says, don't chase a stock. If you miss the recommended strike price, aka the buy price, don't chase the stock. Also, do yourself a favor and set a trailing stop loss to protect your assets. Now, you are on point with that. You are on point. Don't chase something that is running away from you. Let it go. There will always be another play. And if you subscribe, you can count on me to bring it to you. I'm coming and I'm bringing it to you for free. So if you don't know about the trailing stop loss, I want to mention that. If you don't know about the trailing stop loss, I actually have a quick 1 minute video on my YouTube. No, I didn't put it on YouTube. I put it on Instagram. I have a 1 minute video on Instagram to show you how to do a trailing stop loss. So I've got my link in the top comment for that. So feel free to check that one out. And if you didn't diversify your portfolio, diversify. Hit that notification bell to stay tuned. And if you can't handle the heat of these hot stocks, then stay out of the kitchen. I love y'all. Take care.